Hello, it's Harnas here, and welcome back to Dreadnought Nautical Domination. We are today in the secondary brackets, and we are going to have quite an interesting battle today. We've got on one side Colossus by a nickel, so a good compromise between firepower, mobility, and protection. And it is going to be fighting against Nutchap's HMS Erin. So a ship that puts a little bit more emphasis on repairs. However, looking at actually at the repair budget, Colossus has more for some reason. I think it's maybe fire rate is lesser. So this might be like a perception more than the actual reality. But anyway, without any further ado, let's begin the battle. Colossus guns elevated a bit quicker, and the volley should arrive first. Okay. Just a scratch, which is very quickly repaired. Right, this one missed. Let's have a look at the Colossus for a second. Just minor damage, but there are some torpedoes also in play, so this is a little bit of guaranteed damage done by Erin to Colossus. A very good salvo delivered, and also relatively quickly repaired. Yeah, repairing is going to be quite big in this battle. This salvo just partially connected. I'm not sure which fire rate is better. Is it actually Erin or Colossus? Erin's got a little bit more guns, so I think it actually puts more shells in the air. Slightly more. But when it comes to shell design, I think I would give that to Colossus. I think that its frag shells could potentially do more damage. But it's all about the placement. Alright, and speaking about the placement, this was actually a very good placement. A lot of blocks have been deleted here. But I think this alternate duel is actually being won very slightly by Erin. It's I'm looking just at the material burn rate. Looks like Colossus actually had to repair more. And as far as gun goes, I think okay. One turret is badly damaged, and two slightly damaged, and one is offline. So firepower wise, looks like Colossus was able to do quite a lot of damage here, and on the other side I think just this small turret is actually disabled, but I don't think it's really disabled. It's just the entire turret, the entire barrel, sorry, was clipped off. Alright, good hit just under that turret, but no critical damage done. And here we go, Colossus is out of material, while Erin still's got that 17.5 in its tanks. So yeah, that's quite a significant advantage. I'm not sure if it was because Natachap's ship is made of less expensive material, or is it just because the guns are better on Erin, or better, or maybe more lucky? But anyway, it's almost at full health. But Colossus is not far away. 96%. It's still pretty high, and some good damage done to this turret. And yeah, here actually looks like some of the damage have been able to sneak through. All right, dangerous hit just in this vicinity of this turret, and yeah, maybe some partial damage was done to the turret itself, but all in all, firepower on Erin is still quite fearsome. So we are at the 5-minute mark right now, and both ships are still in their 90s as far as the health pool percentage is concerned. Some rather good hits. And that's it as far as repairs go. So this, from now on, all damage is going to be permanent. Let's have a look at the state of armament at the Colossus side. Okay, not too bad. I think it's just this one gun that is a little bit depreciated, a little bit reduced, but the other guns seem to be working fine. So I think finally we can see the final deal. Yeah, I think that in this tournament we should have went for a bit less of repairs allowed, because I think that it was a little bit too excessive. Yeah, in some instances. But right, now the damage goes, and Colossus is slightly behind, 4 percent points, not a big deal, but nevertheless it is behind. And let's see if it's going to be able to close this gap. Alright, that was a very deep penetration on that shell. And alright, looks like these two turrets in the front, maybe one of them is still operational, but I'm not sure. This one is partially reduced, this one is disabled, so I think that Colossus was able to retain more. But is it actually shooting? That's a good question we have to ask. No. Alright, that's unfortunate. Looks like it just used all its ammo. Or maybe some of the ammo store have been actually shot off. And yeah, that's a big problem. So it means that even though those ships are very close to each other in terms of the health pool, it looks like an eagle was a little bit unfortunate, underestimating its magazines, and yeah, it's something that is easy to do. On my Tsushima, I have exactly the same problem. I have just enough ammunition for maybe 8 minutes, depending on how the damage is going to be applied. So yeah, it's sometimes it's a trade-off. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think that in this case, Natachap will have no issues being on top in this battle. Let's have a look at its ammunition state. Okay, no problems at all. Right, 30 seconds remaining. I just want to wait till the end just to be able to assess basically the damage difference between the ships, HP pool difference. And yeah, I think that Colossus did not really change the side it was facing its opponent. So yeah, so the damage was done on the one side. Oh no, it actually sunk. All right, and you know, literally just saved by the bell. But yeah, it would be about to sink, and we have a 12 points of health difference between those two ships. I'm not sure. Is it decisive enough? Okay, you know what? Let's run another round. Let's give it another spin and see how the other will go. So let me load round number 2. Okay, and start the clock. All right. So let's see. Was it just a fluke? Is Colossus just bound to run out of ammo, facing Erin because of its good repair capabilities? Maybe it just doesn't have enough ammo, or was it just a fluke? Maybe some of the ammo storage was basically fired up and destroyed, and that caused this problem. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, some dangerous shots. Okay, good connections. Right. Of course, quickly repaired, but yeah, that hurt. But the return salvos also connecting quite well, even very well in some cases. I think that one of the shells really delivered quite a powerful blow. So far, it's actually very difficult to say who is winning the artillery duel. You know, even a couple of more bots, repair bots on deck means that, you know, you cannot tell between battle damage and repair capabilities. Alright, looks like this turret ate a bit of damage. One of the barrels was severed, and yeah, this is shooting the dots, so this might be permanent even. Losing this rear turret, I think it would be quite a significant blow to Colossus firepower. And we have also engine destroyed. Okay, yeah, looks like that. Fuel. Okay, the fuel looks pretty low as well. Was the fuel storage shut off? That would be very unfortunate. Might be engine and potentially the fuel store was near the engine. That would make sense. So it could have been the root cause of Colossus being just like its ancient counterpart immobile. Nice blow delivered, but so far Erin had no issues whatsoever with repairing all the damage. Okay, looks like the engine was fixed, so ship is still underway. Let's check. Yeah, but I have my doubts as far as that fuel is concerned. I think it might just run out. But alright, Colossus is back in action. Even one of the guns in this rear turret have been actually repaired, which is good news for the Colossus. Again, this rear section have been pummeled. Some good hits from Erin. It just doesn't want to let go of this victory in run number 1. Let's come back. Okay. But definitely Colossus is biting back. Well placed shells definitely do hurt Erin. Okay. Yeah, I think that the key here is to disable firepower. Because like this, it will be a difficult battle. Erin has got like almost twice the material left to repair with, and health pool wise, it is a little bit above that. But we have to still think about this ammunition issue that we saw in the round number 1. Is it going to repeat in round number 2? That would be a guaranteed disaster. Let's see. Okay, plenty of ammo, plenty of fuel on Erin's side. And the guns. Okay, guns are okay, but what's about this? Yeah, ammo looks fine. I think it's now just fuel is seems to be the issue. Okay, so no more repairs for Colossus, and still around 10k materials left on Erin, which is 100% ready. Okay, that was a really low blow. And yeah, right, yes, I thought that it's going to hit the least least convenient place. And actually, alright, it did disable the turret. Wow, interesting. So the only silly glitch that we see is that turret was just converted into material and went into the material storage. So it means that this material can be used to rebuild that turret. So actually, in some instances, you are better off with a damaged turret, uh, better off with actually shot off turret than a damaged one. Okay. Oof. Colossus doesn't look too great at this point. It's just about to have its T crossed, and that means that the front turrets won't be able to actually shoot back at Erin. Pretty unfortunate, and yeah, no more fuel or just minimum amount of fuel left, but I think that again the engine was clipped. And right, these turrets move away because Erin just is out of their reach. And yeah, that's a lot of nearly free damage for Erin. And actually, very wisely, Erin is making these maneuvers, so it's actually staying in this dead zone right behind its opponent. Oh, that was a lot of cram blocks. So I think that the state of this turret is really poor, almost non-existent. So yeah, I think that Erin is just saying, okay, is that decisive enough? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Let's see the ammo. Okay, actually this time Colossus has ammo. So I think that in the first round some of the ammo stores must have been clipped. Alright, more shots, and this is just a slow disassemble of Colossus. This last bit of maneuvering on the Erin side was really perfect. Just made sure that the front turrets were not able to reach it, just to guarantee the victory. Being still at 99%. Yeah, this is quite this is decisive one. Okay, and now it's out of ammo. Alright, so even Erin had issues with having sufficient ammunition to finish the match, but you know, it's fine. Its HP pool is way above its competition, so this is what counts. Alright, so I guess that's it. Huge congrats to Natterchamp. That was a great victory for HMS Erin, and condolences to Colossus. It just wasn't lucky enough in this final bracket. I think that it could show a little bit more potential, but it just ran into a very fearsome competition. So thank you once again, Aneko, for participating in the tourney. All right, and for today, that's all I had, and see you in the next episode.